Hello, vinyl community. I thought I would make a quick video and show off a few more records. Starting with what's playing in the background is The Bugs, an album called The Beetle Beat. Here's a few new ones I've just recently acquired. Again, some of these I know I'll keep, some of them I'm not sure of. I'm not a huge fan of Burt Bacharach. This is his Reach Out album. I will give it a spin, see what I think of it. But at this point, I don't know if I'll keep it or not. This is one I'm sure I'll keep. Memphis, Tennessee, Bobby Bear. This is from 1973. This is on the Blue Camden label. Here's Bobby Bear's Greatest Hits. This is from 81. This is on the 80s RCA Victor, 70s, 80s. Here's The Edge of Shelley Berman, excuse me. This is a comedy album. This is on Verve. I played a small part of it, and I do think it's rather funny. I'll probably wind up keeping it. This is another one of Shelley Berman, The Sex Life of the Primate. And I played bits and pieces off this so far. On Columbia, this is the big hits, including people like Johnny Cash, Lefty Frizzell, Johnny Horton, Stonewall Jackson, George Morgan. And I believe, yes, this is a 6i Columbia, which is one I'm sure I will keep. Pat Boone, White Christmas on Dot. I seem to have a lot of Pat Boone albums as well. Bright Lights and Country Music. This is a Columbia house. It's got people like Ray Price and Johnny Cash and Lynn Anderson. This is on that Musical Treasury Columbia label. Here's another group that I'm not fond of. I did have a stack of their records that I just gave away. The Brothers Four, Sing of Our Times, on Columbia. Probably just a 2i. Yeah, just a Columbia 2i label. I will give it a spin, but more than likely it's going to go away. Here's one I know nothing about. Ronnie Brown. This is a Columbia. I believe this is a Columbia 6i. Yes, it is. Columbia 6i. One that I will give a spin and see what I think. Go from there. There's another one I know nothing about. Great tunes by Artie Shaw, Cole Porter, George Gershwin, and other one. Show Enough featuring the Francis Bay Orchestra. This is on Sutton Records. So it's one of those cheap labels. Again, one I will give a spin and give it a try. The worst thing that happens is it goes into a bin to go away. Another Pat Boone album, Moody River. Les Brown, Swing Songbook. The King and I, Hill Bowman and his orchestra. This is on RCA Camden. This record is a little rough. I doubt that I'll keep it. I'm not much into movie soundtracks anyhow. Hits Made Famous by Hank Williams featuring Slim Boyd. This is on a Spinorama label. Buddy Bregman presents Symphony of the Golden West. This is on Crown Records. Again, I recently just bought a whole big lot of records. This is some of them. And then I will show you some out of my actual collection here momentarily. Teresa Brewer, When Your Lover Has Gone. This is on Coral. Stranger on the Shore, Mr. Aker Bilk on Adco with the Leon Young string. Another one I have to listen to see if I'm going to like it or not. Has the original inner sleeve. I'm not going to show that right now. Here's Elton Britt, Beyond the Sunset. This is on ABC Paramount. And the last one, the new one, is Little Susie, the Ray Bryant Trio. I believe this is also a Columbia 6 label. Or 6i. Yes. Columbia 6i. Huh. And from there, I'm going to start showing off some of my actual collection. That's just some of the new ones out of that lot that I just got. Gary Busey and the Buddy Holly Story. This is on Epic Records. This is a Jimmy Buffett album. This is a white label promo, but I don't have the sleeve. Havana Dreamin', Jimmy Buffett. This is from 1975. Other Jimmy Buffett album, A1A. This is also a promo, but this is water damage bad. So the gatefold. This is from 74. And Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes. From 77. This is on MCA. On Liberty Records, this is Bud and Travis in concert at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, Volume 2. This is a folk type album, not bad. The Buckinghams, kind of a drag. This is on the USA Records label. Needs a good cleaning, but for the most part, it's in really good shape. After they sat in storage for 2 years, they're in desperate need of cleaning. But if you've been following my channel at all, you know what happened there. On Capitol Records, we have the Buckaroos doing the Buck Owens Songbook. On Buddha Records, we have Bubblegum Music, The Naked Truth. It's a compilation, 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Ohio Express. Shadows of the Night. Anita Bryant's Greatest Hits. This is on Columbia. On Disneyland, we have Country Bear Jubilee, conducted by George Bruns. A very bad copy of The Best of the Browns on RCA Victor. Also on RCA Victor is the Browns Town and Country. '20th Century Records. Star Wars. Narrated by Roscoe Lee Brown. 20th Century. Booklets inside. Jackson Browne, Hold Out. This is from 1980 on Electra Asylum. Another Jackson Browne on Asylum. For Every Man. Has that weird pull out. There's the record just in case. Duresco Records. Rufus Brown, Johnny Desert. This is a 78 4-song, kind of like a Tops album. It's on Duresco record label. James Brown, Grits and Soul on Smash. Here's a very old Columbia 78. Eddie Brown, On Miami Shore. Backed with My Isle of Golden Dreams. Here's one on the Temple label. This is Brother Bones doing Sweet Georgia Brown, backed with Margie. The Best of Teresa Brewer on RCA. And Teresa Brewer's Greatest Hits on Phillips. On the Electra label, we have Lost Without You by Bread. Gatefold. Now, in the original cover, we have The Best of Bread. And Guitar Man. And the last one is Baby I'ma Want You. We'll go ahead and flip this record over. On Atlantic Records, we have Laura Branigan. Here's kind of something a little different. This is on Benson Records. This is Terry Bradshaw, Until You. It's Terry Bradshaw singing gospel music. This is a choral promotional DJ copy of Owen Bradley doing a song called Written Guaranteed, back with Wabash Blues. On Spinorama label again, we have Slim Boyd doing hit songs made famous by Jim Reeves. There's 78. This is Jimmy Boyd, Tell Me a Story. back with Little Boy and the Old Man. Here he is again. This is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, back with Thumbelina. Don Bowman, fresh from the Funny Farm. This is from 1965 on RCA. Boston, Don't Look Back. With the gatefold. Boston's first album. From 1971, this is Boomerang. Pat Boone's Greatest Hits on Dot. Pat Boone Memories. This is stamped promotional, not for sale. Howdy by Pat Boone. These next two were two of my grandmother's records. I think I've got enough Pat Boone to last me a lifetime. Excuse me. This is Tenderly by Pat Boone. And again, this belonged to my grandmother, so that's the reason I keep it. And Stardust. And then I have a 78 Sugar Moon, backed with Sherry, I Love You. Here's the Boone Girls. Debbie, Cherry, Linda, and Lori. This is on a Lamb and Lion Records. It's gospel music. There's an old Brunswick record. Richard Bonnell, The Psalms, backed with the Holy City in an original Brunswick sleeve. The Nashville label, we have Johnny Bond, Sick, Sober, and Sorry. Nashville is a subsidiary of Starday Records. Here's a Starday release for Johnny Bond, 10 little bottles. Rough shape. For you James Bond fans, here is 13 original themes. Bobby Bond sings the Roger Miller Songbook. Here is a picture disc. The Chris Tetley interviews on Bon Jovi. There's another one. This is Bon Jovi's New Jersey album, also a picture disc. And another interview disc for Bon Jovi. I think I showed this one a little while back. This is Miss Ralph E. Boileau on Unity. This is a translucent 78 vinyl. Bob and Earl, excuse me, on Upfront Records. More of a folk type. Another Disney record. This is the Boatniks. Blues Brothers, Made in America. Here is the Blues Brothers soundtrack for the first movie. And Briefcase Full of Blues. We'll call that good for this segment. Thank you very much for watching.